Hey, Orangey. What's up, buddy? Hey, Orangey. I know you're wanting to rub on me, honey. Why is that? Orangey, I think you have enough toys over here, buddy, at the moment. All right. Are these all of your toys at the moment in this room? You have that toy. You have this toy. Happy Thanksgiving, Bruce. Hello there, Jesse. Jesse, I think I saw your comment in Tranquil's live. I'm not getting sick of y'all. No, I just think that I might just push it down to just 2 days a week, though, with these lives. It'll give me time to hang out with my cats without having a camera on them. It'll also give me time to continue to make videos or kind of do some behind the scenes work that I feel like I need to start doing. Hello there, Lavender. Happy Thanksgiving. Hi, Jesse. Yep, I saw that. Didn't get a chance to respond to it, though, because the live abruptly ended. Twice a week, I think, is a pretty good amount, though. Lavender, you went to 2 Thanksgivings and you are tired. Understood. 2 different families, or maybe a friend Thanksgiving. Well, Jesse, when I was coming up here, setting up this room, he just wanted to kind of knead on me. So I think he's like a little bit more, hey, it's Thanksgiving, so don't expect too much from me here. I'm just going to go and sleep in my tunnel. And I'm going to give you all my butt and my tail. Hope everybody's doing well on this Thanksgiving evening, this Thursday evening. If you are new to this channel, my name is Adam, aka Cattainment. We do have 9 cats here that we show off in this hour-long live stream. We also help cats in need. So if you are interested in helping cats in need, also let me know in the chat. Right now, this is Tang. He's an orange tabby. He's about 3. You know, interesting. Orange tabby, technically a tuxedo also in a way, because tuxedo cats can be white and black, white and orange. Lavender, I don't think you can because you're underage, Lavender, if I'm thinking correctly. If you're under 18, do not worry about it, besides just watching these videos and maybe you know, sharing this channel out to others who love cats also and want to do something about them. Bruce, member only video, you couldn't leave a comment and didn't get notified till it was 1 day old. Huh, I'm not sure about that, Bruce. You know, YouTube is kind of weird sometimes with its notifications. So you weren't able to leave a comment still, Bruce, or you can leave a comment now on that like biopsy, not biopsy, the background video of all the other kitties or all 9 kitties. Jesse, what does a tabby mean? Tabby is a certain type of breed. Not a certain type of breed. What am I saying? A certain kind of like pattern with cats. Hello there, Tranquil. Hope you're doing well. Tranquil, I am curious. You were saying that you've talked to some people who do live streams also occasionally, and they make more than pennies. Did they give you a number? And do I know the person? Just curious. Because besides supers, not really sure else how that's done, really, unless they're doing like horizontal videos or they're not using their cell phone and they're doing their laptop and they're manually putting in ads, which doesn't really happen here. Um, Hello there, Elizabeth. Hope you're doing well. Lavender, yep, no worries, no worries. Your best way of helping Lavender being underage is, like I said, just, watching the videos that you find funny or interesting, and basically just maybe letting other people know about the channel. That's the biggest help, word of mouth. Tranquil, I know them. I don't know many people that do live streams besides yourself, Sydney Cat. So Sydney Cat might be the only person, but that Sydney Cat would be my guess, but I don't know. Hello there, Raymond. Hope you're doing well on this Thursday evening. Hey, buddy, you kind of tired? Well, Tranquil, if it's not Sydney Cat, then I have no idea who it is. I used to know quite a few people in that Modern Day Breakfast Club, but obviously I haven't been in a part of that for a very long time, which for me was the best decision I could make on this platform, to be honest, for various reasons. So, oh well. But regardless, though, I still feel like I'm probably starting next year going to drop down to 2 days, one weekend day and one weekday. Raymond, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing better overall. Tranquil, they're part of that club. Well, then I don't know who they would be then anymore. I disassociated from that club. Too much controlling folks, in my opinion. And I think it kind of stunts growth, also. I do think eventually when I might maybe make some videos just for other cat channels on, like, how to run a cat channel or just some tips and tricks and stuff like that, I would definitely get into like community stuff and things like that. But building your own community, though, not being part of ones, and I hate to say it this way, but I will, because I've always been honest with when I do these live streams, is I've always, like, it's always rubbed me the wrong way when people I see in chat, when they say I only support those who support me, kind of thing. And I always feel like that's a selfish, egotistical view of life in general, because I know there's people that support me that I don't support whatsoever and watching at all. And I know vice versa, that there's people that I support and they have no idea who I am, and I'm perfectly fine with that. A bit controversial statement, I suppose, but it is what it is. Hello there, Hannah. I hope you're doing well. Raymond, I'm glad that you are doing better with your antibiotics and vacuum pump therapy. That's good. I've never really been one to shy away from, saying what I believe and believing what I say. I feel like that's part of being a real, authentic human being on this platform. Sometimes you gotta, ruffle some feathers in life. Happy Turkey Day to you too, Hannah. I hope you had a good one. And Orangey, you got all these toys, but you're not really wanting to play with any of them. You just want to hoard all of them. Tranquil, you hate the whole supporting piece that you don't actually like. Yeah, that's where I think it's a little fraudulent. That's where it's kind of fraudulent, Tranquil. That's part of the reason I got out of that group is I just felt like there were a lot of kind of like self-serving folks there. Conviction, yes, 100%. 100%, Raymond. If you don't stand for things, then you fall for everything. And I believe that people are seeking and desire those who are real and authentic. I don't want to get too political here, and I won't, but I think that's why the election went the way it went. One candidate was authentic, whether you love him or you hate him, you think he's terrible, you think he's great, and then the other candidate was kind of phony because she was never being her true self. Tranquil, I don't believe that. I don't believe that stereotype. I don't think that's true. Also, Tranquil, I do think that, you should apply to the program if you're there. I think you need to kind of stop saying or telling yourself that nobody will give you super chats or donate to your channel. I guarantee you that they will. Sometimes you just gotta, kind of get out of your own way, if you will, get out of your own mind frame and do something that maybe is a little uncomfortable. That's how we grow as human beings. I know I would definitely give you a super. I can't do it very often because I couldn't, but you know. What is it, Orangey? Hi, buddy. Hello there. I can't say your name. I'm just going to call you AH. Is there a treatment for people allergic to cats? Unfortunately, there is not a treatment besides just exposure. Really, if you expose yourself to cat's dander, you will grow somewhat of a tolerance to it. My wife, for example, we have 9 cats here, HH, and my wife is technically allergic to cats. Um, but you kind of grow a bit of a tolerance to it. You can kind of adopt cats that are kind of like quote unquote hyperallergenic, which basically their dander is not as invasive, I guess you could say, as other breeds would be. You'd have to look into it though. I can't remember what are like considered the hyperallergenic cats. Some do say that basically everybody is allergic to cats. There's just varying degrees of, I guess, allergens because of their dander. HH, it really just depends. It depends on the person. It depends on the cat. It depends on how many cats that a person might have or they might adopt. That's hard to say. It could be, days, weeks, months, years. It's really it's difficult to say. Elizabeth, it's funny how you can be asked your opinion on something, then you called out for not agreeing and going with your own opinion. Yeah, for sure, Elizabeth. I always tell people on these live streams in my life in general that people can ask me anything they want, like if it's cat related, if it's personal related on these live streams, feel free to. I welcome the engagement. It's just you may not like the answer that you get, but never feel like, never worry about asking me a question. I have, nothing to hide, and I am who I am. The good, the bad, and the ugly. That's why I'm going to start putting my face more out there on my videos on this channel like I do on my other channel. I think there's just more of a human connection in that element. HH, yeah, it could be tricky. Again, it just depends. Let's see. So HH, you're looking forward to adopting a ballad. I can't say that word. Because you said there was a breed that is suitable to people with allergic to kitties. You know, HH, I want to say I think Norwegian forest cats. It's either Norwegian forest cats or Maine coon cats are also quote unquote hyperallergenic cats, but I could be wrong on that. Orangey, you look fat in that pose there. You look chunky. HH, yeah, I mean, for sure. And also, HH, I mean, I'm always a big advocate on if you are adopting, maybe adopting a senior kitty. And the senior kitty could be like, 7 years and older because senior cats have a lot harder, it's a lot more difficult for them to get adopted out of shelters and cat rescue groups and stuff like that because everybody wants the kitten. They want the cute, cuddly, and not the experienced and mature older kitty. If you have any other kitty questions, please feel free, though, HH, to put it in chat. And this community, myself, and those that are in the chat will definitely try to help out as best as we can in answering your questions. Suki is doing fine. Awesome. HH, I wouldn't mind at all, but the problem is I live on the other side of the world. Malaysia. Okay, well, hello from the United States there. How are things in Malaysia? How are cats treated in Malaysia? Is there a big, excuse me, is there a big, like, cat issue in Malaysia? And what I mean by that, are there, like, a lot of cats on the streets that you see? I'm always, like, interested in how cats are treated in other parts of the world and kind of what lives they have, outdoor kitties. You treat them with love. Awesome. So they're kind of like community cats, then, I would imagine, where the community kind of takes care of them. And that's always good to hear and good to see. Unfortunately, here in the U.S. and Canada, and of course Europe and all over the world, there are definitely, unfortunately, people who do not treat cats like they should, and they either, do them in, or they try to injure, or they try to harm them. Unfortunately, there's some sick people that are out there. It's like you see this face. How can you do harm to an animal like this? How is that possible? Yeah, HH. Part of my mission on this channel is to help cats in need. So every single cent I make out of this from this channel through ads or through people donating goes to help cats in needs. Well, actually, as a community, we'll be donating about $350 here on Saturday as a community to local cat charities and cat rescue groups. We're going to hang with Tang for a little bit longer, and then we're going to go check out some of these other cats. Jesse, is Yoda or it's just Tang here tonight, Jesse? HH, you called out a guy because he was feeding kittens the python. Yeah, I mean, it's like, really? And that's what, like, rats are for? Humans, I just don't get y'all sometimes. Raymond, well, you're a part of that community, obviously, being a member. You're definitely help out, being a member is always a good thing. more than just a person who watches. And of course, no shame on if you just watch, you just watch. I understand that hard economic times for everybody, for sure. But you know, those who are able to become channel members, always appreciated, always awesome. But, you know, I also know economic times are tough for everybody, for sure. HH, I'm sorry that you have COVID. I hope you feel better. Hopefully it doesn't last too long in your body. And I hopefully will see you in future live streams and videos. I appreciate that. And take care out there in Malaysia. Well, Raymond, I might have spoke a little too much there. So anybody who watches, anybody who tells others about this channel, it's always appreciated. Because no matter what, you know, everybody who is in this channel and everybody who watches these videos, they help also contribute to helping those cats in need. Just obviously, I feel, you know, strongly, as I know a lot of people do, about trying to help out as much as possible. And I know if I start making better videos, that'll help bring more people into this community. Maybe. I'm definitely trying to do better on making videos that bring value to others. Kind of like the video that I did today. It was a short video about turkey and cats, but I think that type of video is going to do better for me in the long run than just your typical, you know, kind of cat video that I feel like is oversaturated on this platform anyways. Plenty of people do cute cat videos, and I just want to kind of start to stand out and start to do something a little bit different. I know, we gotta get your eyeballs clean. There's a few people that I haven't seen for a while that hopefully everything's okay with them. Rima, I think most of you know Rima. I know she's in school to become a veterinarian, but hopefully she's doing well. Haven't seen her for a while. And then also Joe Daniels, out in the UK. I hope she's been doing well too, because I haven't seen her in a little while. So hopefully everything is good on her end. Maybe I'll find an old comment of hers and reply and see if she's doing okay. Raymond, yeah, that type of video is what I'm looking at. That's why I've been kind of asking the community, Raymond, on like what videos you might want to see in the future. So I've had people suggest like, you know, when to bring a cat into the vet. A video on like ticks and fleas, a video about safety around the home. There's been a couple more, but just stuff like that. Tranquil, you haven't seen Joe either. She's usually on your morning live stream. Okay. I think I'll reach out to her on a comment that she, like last comment that she made a few days ago, a week ago, whatever it was, and just check in on her. Could also be busy though. I mean, this is the holidays, holiday time frame, so it could be just with family, maybe out of country. Who knows? Maybe on a cruise. You never know. Oh, sorry, Tang. All right, we're gonna leave Tang for now. So if y'all want to say goodbye to Tang, and we're gonna go and hang out with some other cats. Bye, Tang. Hi, Tiny. Are you stretching out that long, glorious, chubby body of yours? All right, before we go visit Zelda, let's go to see Max is in his closet. Nope, he is not. Hey, Zeus. Oh, kind of reminds me of the Wizard of Oz over here, the Wicked Witch of the East. Had a building fall on her head, and well, she just has her little toes. I think that's Yoda, though. I'll check to see who this is in a second, but I'm pretty sure that's Yoda there. Hey, Zelda. Yes, baby. Hey, Yoda. Jesse Yoda, or not Yoda, Zelda is doing well. We're probably going to give her some sub-Q fluids tonight. It's been a few days. We try to do it about every 3 to 4 days or so, if we can, or when we can, I should say. We try to schedule it about every 3 or 4 days or so. So she is due. I probably will be having a video out about tuxedos. MK, I'm going to give you an opportunity there, MK, to make a nicer comment there. I don't think it's humanly possible for a cat to be the Antichrist. I think just, if you think about it, it has to be an actual human being. So let's see if you can make a different comment. I'll give you that opportunity. Jesse, is there a way to tell your tuxedos apart? Yes, there is. So Max, out of our 3 tuxedos, Jesse, excuse me. Yeah, the same thing. All right, well, we're going to put you in a little timeout here. Let's hit your little channel. And I'm going to put you in timeout. You can still watch, but you're going to be in timeout for about 5 minutes. You're going to be in the naughty chamber there. You think about what you did. You can reflect on life. Anyways, to answer your question though, Jesse, the way to tell our 3 tuxedos apart is Max. You can see Yoda here. He's got the white, like on his nose, right? He's got the white there. And Tiny, who's licking her butt at the moment, but she also has that white also. Max doesn't have that white on his like nose, that part of his face. And then the way to tell Tiny and Yoda apart, Yoda is taller and more slender, and Tiny is more like to the ground and more wide, like a bowling ball. So that would be how to tell them 2 apart. But what I was saying, though, is I am going to be releasing a video about tuxedos here, about 9 or so different facts about tuxedos, so we'll see how that goes. Some interesting facts even I didn't know, actually, about tuxedos on this video. Raymond, a clown? Yeah, could be. I always try to give people chances. I don't like really go crazy when people are kind of being a little silly. I try to give them opportunities, and if they want to continue, well, then I got to do what I got to do. Hopefully, they're doing some reflecting on life. Oh, hey, Tiny, what's up? Hi, Pandora. No, apparently Yoda is not amused. Raymond, I'm a lot more tolerant than you. I think it's my Aquarius nature, perhaps. I try to be a humanitarian and understand why people are like where they're coming from. I would have liked an answer though from them because it's like I was saying, logically, if you're talking about the Antichrist, well, isn't that a human being and not a cat? Hey, Whites. What's up, Whites? Tranquil, it could be. It could be. But then again, not always. I mean, there are some. I kind of think sometimes, Tranquil, that adults are more silly than kids because if you think about it this way, like, adults, kids don't know any better to be silly. And that's just, they're growing up still, they're learning life, they're doing all that kind of stuff. Excuse me. Adults, though, they know better, or at least they should know better, I should say. Nope, you're not interested. Oh, Pandora, you want the fishy? I'm like, nope, I don't care about this fish. Oh well, Mr. Fish, I'm sorry. How about you, Tiny? No, Tiny, you're afraid of the fish. Well, somewhat. Hello there, Mr. B. Pandora is right here. You came at the right time at the right place. Hello there, Icon. Hope you're doing well. Jesse, I think Pandora and Kit maybe play with the fish the most, so I guess maybe one of those two. Glad you're doing well there, Icon. Icon, I guess, unbeknownst to me, I was not aware of this. One of my kitties, I don't know who they were talking about, but one of these kitties is the Antichrist, which I thought was kind of interesting. I should have asked, like, what kitty are you talking about? I was kind of looking at Yoda or having Yoda on the camera at the time, Yoda or Zelda. So it sounded kind of interesting. But what can you do? Hi, honeys. Are you the three amigos? That's a big yawn. Yoda? Oh, Yoda is? Okay. That's funny. Hello there, Rob. You're the Antichrist? All right. Sorry, just tuning in, finishing up on your round feed strings. Yep, we're doing fine, Rob, here. Hope you had a good day yourself. Hope things are going well for you. Lavender, you're worried about your cats because they're outdoor, indoor, kind of have a hole in the porch, and they can come in any time. You don't want them getting too chilly. Is there a way? Well, I mean, Lavender, can you just talk to your parents and just like ask them, hey, can they just stay inside? Or do they have like a cat door, a doggy door, cat door, I guess? Or once they're outside for the night, they're outside for the night until the morning comes. Oh, they're not allowed in? Okay. Well, then they're just outdoor kitties then. Are there more than one of them that's outside, Lavender? I mean, at least if there's two of them, they can kind of stay by each other and keep each other warm. Is it getting cold, I'm assuming, Lavender, wherever you might live? Two of them? Okay. It is. There was some frost on the least this AM. Okay, this morning. Well, kitties can survive pretty not extreme cold weather, but cold weather pretty well for the most part. Especially if there's two of them, they can bundle up with each other. And perhaps you can talk to your family into maybe at least like putting something warm down. Well, I always want to be warm, but like a blanket down or just something to provide a little bit of extra heat. B. What kind of cats are there? You mean like in this room or in general there be? Because there's a lot of different cats. Jesse, you had a little bit of snow yesterday. I'd love to have snow out here in North Carolina where we're at, but it's unlikely. Rob was saying you can always set up a large box with an entry. And they can get some body heat through that to stay warm. Yep. Jesse, northern Arizona, where the mountains are, there's a lot of snow, like the Flagstaff area by like the Grand Canyon. But where we're going to likely be going to in the general Phoenix area, kind of the central part of the state, no, there's very unlikely. I lived there for 26 years, the first 26 years of my life, and I don't remember there being any snow ever. There might have been like some dustings, but that was about it. Rob, question for you if you're still on here. Have you had any, I guess, good fortune of finding a home for that one kitty? I think you were trying to find a home for one of the outside cats that you feed. So much yawning, Yoda. Raymond, you used to live in Phoenix on Northern Avenue. Yes, baby. Rob, cardboard is actually a good insulator. Jesse, you had ice in Fort Hood. They closed the post. Probably because of ice on the road, right? Danger. Raymond on Northern Avenue. Okay. Yeah, at one point in time when I was living with my father, my dad, we lived on Glendale Avenue, like 60th and Glendale, 60th Avenue and like Glendale, kind of in the Glendale area. Rob, trying to find homes for all of them, but not recently. The last one found a home for must have been about 5 weeks ago. Okay. And Rob, if I remember correctly, I don't know if it was you or not. No, it wasn't. It was somebody else on my other channel. Never mind. But I was gonna say I am thinking about making a Discord. I need to look into Discord a little bit more. I kind of know what Discord is, but I kind of don't. But for my very initial looking into it, is it seems like a good place where people like in the community can kind of share pictures, photos, videos, text, that kind of thing. So I think something like that, Rob, in the future might be very beneficial as hopefully this community grows or just people get to know things more. Then we can kind of make networking in different states. Something like that is something that I'm thinking about doing. Lavender, yeah, it's a cardboard box with a blanket inside, and the cats cuddle there at night. Well, at least they got a spot that they can stay warm in, Lavender, so that's a good thing. And Lavender, you don't have to say, of course, but what state do you live in? Just curious, just to see how cold it will get in the wintertime. Is it a northern state? A southern state? Bruce, no. I'm not. I wouldn't be giving up on YouTube, Bruce. It's just something I would be doing in addition to YouTube. So it would be. It would still be going on. I still would be having these two channels and doing it a Discord thing. Rob, you're good with that. You know quite a bit about Discord. Okay, well then, Rob, definitely. If I as I look more into it, and if I feel like that's something that I might want to do a little bit more into, or like dig into a little bit more, I would definitely be just asking you questions. Lavender, you're in the southwest, kind of. Okay, okay, southwest. All right. Well, if you're in the southwest, Lavender, I mean, thankfully, if my mind is correctly on what a U.S. map looks. That's like California, Nevada, Arizona, kind of that general area. New Mexico, then at least it won't get too cold, or it shouldn't, depending on what part of the state you're in. Jesse, you lost sound on your phone this morning. Sorry to hear that. Do you have sound now? I'm assuming. I know, it's a little Yoda. Yeah, it's a state around Arizona. I got you, Lavender. You don't have to say anything more. Just curious, kind of, the temperatures. They shouldn't be too bad. Not like, northeast weather where you're like minus 20 degrees or something. I know, babies. You're tired today. Hello there, Chris. Hope you're doing well on this Thursday. We had a bit of a rainy day here, and the cats have just been kind of lazy all day. And they got lazy into this evening, too. These two sisters from another mother, or well, another father, I guess, technically. Zelda, Yoda. Lavender, you'd be a different story, yeah, if you lived in Alaska, for sure. All right, let's go down and let's spend this last 15 minutes or so with good old Rosemary. The lunatic Rosemary. All right. Bye, weights. Looks like she is where I left her when I started this live. Aye. Lavender, the cats fight. Rarely, I would say I would use the word fight. A lot of the times they will chase after each other. So Kit will often chase Tang. Tang will often chase his sister Tiny. Yoda will sometimes chase Tiny. Max will sometimes chase Tiny. Obviously, Rosemary doesn't chase anybody because she doesn't ever see anybody. So yeah, there's some chasing, and very, very rarely there'll be a fight. I would consider a fight would be like if you hear bloody murder screaming, like very loud screeching, growling, and you see a little bit of a tussle, or you don't see it but you hear it, and then you like yell or scream to break it up. And then when you get up to wherever it was, you have some cat fur, like tufts of fur in the area. I would consider that to be a cat fight. Get a little Rosemary purr. Hopefully Rosemary hasn't been a bad girl this evening and pooped on the carpet in the dining room, which just loves to do. She just can't make it a few more feet into the litter box, unfortunately. She's kind of naughty that way. And she doesn't care, though, because she says, yep, and you're going to pick it up no matter what, so it doesn't matter. Oh, speaking of Rosemary, let me show you all something. So we were recommended these, like, probiotics. We have, like, powder stuff, but we got something that's a little bit more heavy duty, potentially. You get this container. We never used this, never even heard of it, actually. But this could be something that we might give Rosemary, because sometimes she has some squishy poop or small poop. So we might start giving this to her. It's a very, though, like, look at the size of this thing. I mean, Rosemary's not a big cat, but this bottle, this container, is like a third of her body. And the pills are, get the top open here. We haven't given her anything, but this is the size of a pill. So, like, in comparison, I can put it on her. This is a big pill. Thankfully, it looks like you can half it pretty easily. Yes, that could be your future pill, honey, so you're going to get used to it. So we'd have to half this, though, and then from the half, we'd have to half that, and then from the half of that, we'd have to half it again, so we should get like an eighth of it. Yes, that's your future life, potentially, honey. You get another medication. At least you like the smell of it, apparently. Just don't puke in it. No, Elizabeth, we don't crush them. I mean, I know you can do that, but my fear with crushing pills is, and then you can mix it in with food, right? But what if the cat doesn't eat all the food? So that's my kind of like why I don't crush. We just pill them with. We have a few different pill guns. She must really like the smell. I think this is like chicken flavored, or maybe it's tuna or like fish flavored. I don't remember. I think it's some kind of flavoring to it, though, and I think she's licking the pills. So, honey, get your head out of that. Here, you want this one? You're like, nope. I just want to stick my head in that container. Yes, and I think you did lick. Hi. Yes, we have some Rosemary licking here. She's like a kid in a cookie jar here. All right, honey. No, we're not going to lick more of this. So we're going to close this on your head. Sorry, honey. There. You want that one? Well, this is kind of like a test, I guess. We'll see how she reacts to just, I mean, she's not really doing anything. She's just licking it, but she won't throw up now. You obviously never can tell with cats. We definitely have some celebrated pukers. Hi, honey. Any more? Yeah, so we may, I don't know, start this, I don't know when, over the weekend perhaps. See how she does with it. Yeah, we were just kind of surprised the size of this bottle. But it'll last a while. There's like 200, 300 in here. It's about 60 bucks, 70 bucks, something like that. And it only like an eighth of a tab, a sixth of a tab at the most. I mean, those are going to last a very long time. For her. And possibly for other cats that might need to take it. I know, honey, I know. Hello there, Cam Cam. And goodbye there, Cam Cam. Have a good night. Over the next few days, it is ear cleaning time around here. We, for whatever reason, we just didn't get to it in the beginning of November, but we will get into it in the beginning-ish of, what are we coming into? December. You gonna bite me because I took your pills away? You like licking them? I'm like, nope, it's not in the container. I don't care about it. I'm not being naughty. Hi, One Eye. I wonder if we ever eventually have a blind kitty cat. I mean, obviously Rosemary is deaf, and she's like her own thing. But Lavender, is it okay for outdoor cats to be a bit more chunkier? I think that's actually preferred, Lavender, because kind of like a bear. I mean, you can eat less, or if you can't find food, you're gonna have some like fat deposits in your, inside that you can kind of live off for a little bit longer. So I think that's preferred, if anything. Whether they're indoor or whether they're outdoor or indoor. I mean, shoot, us humans, we, I I think most of us, we tend to gain weight in the wintertime, less active, less outside, you eat more, and hopefully you shed it during the spring, summertime again. Hi, honey. Yeah, lavender, I mean, as long as they drop some of that weight, I mean, it's not good for them to continually be gaining weight because that just does, like anything else, the more weight you have on you, the more difficult that it could be. Raymond, you're heading out. Have a good rest of your night. Happy Thanksgiving. And maybe, hopefully, Raymond, we'll see you on Saturday's live stream because we're going to be donating live where the community is going to be picking where we're going to be donating. And they're going to also be picking on what cats we're going to be sponsoring from a local cat shelter. So, and that'll be at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Lavender, I mean, overfeeding can still possibly be happening. How much food do you think they're eating? I mean, do they eat dry food, wet food, combination? He's not chunky enough for him to start having trouble to walk. Well, could be. Just dry food? Okay. Well, if I'm remembering correctly, dry food I think has more calories in it than wet food. I know you you like your little container, don't you? You're like, can you open it up again so I can stick my head in there? All right, Rosie, just for a second. Is the thrill gone, honey? You have two cats, so you give them like 2 or 3 handfuls with only one hand. 2 or 3 handfuls with only one hand. That may not be enough food. I mean, I'm assuming you have smaller hands. Unless you got really big hands, which I doubt. Huh. Yeah, that may not be enough food, actually. There. That's how you're going to take your pills. You're going to wear it as a hat. All right, well, it is getting close to that time. Hour is about up here, so I'm going to kind of start to say my goodbyes here. Of course, I think most of you already know, if you're thinking about adopting an older cat, or if you're thinking about adopt an older cat. Always remember to speak up for your kitties, advocate for them. They need your voice. Oh, one is a kitten? Okay, well, that changes a little bit. That should be okay then. But the adult might need a little bit more food, though. Yes, Rosemary. Yes, rub on your pilly. On your pilly poo. Anyway, let me start saying my goodbyes. Lavender, Raymond, who already left. Bruce, Tranquil, Cam who already left. Elizabeth, Chris, just kind of scrolling down the chat here. Jesse, Rob, I think that's everybody that I know of at least. I guess my one person never came back to after their timeout. Oh well, it happens. Anyways, I will see you all also, Icon. You all have yourself a good rest of your night. Take care. God bless. And hopefully I'll see some of you on Saturday's live where, like I said, we will be donating on that live stream. Until then, take care, and we'll see you next time. Say bye, Rosie. He says, bye, humans.